Yes. All right.
Hey,
everyone.
Gonna be.
Violence buffet time. Before we begin here, here's some pictures of the inside of my stomach.
Yay!
You sure it's not your anus?
This
Are you sure that's not? You sure that's not a tit on the top left?
This is my ulcer.
Huh.
I think this one is. I know it's tough for you guys because the camera, but when I look at it, I think of bacon wrapped scallop.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's fun.
Makes you think of weddings.
Yeah, but yeah. So I had the.
Seafood.
Is that what you have inside of you? Just a stuck bacon wrapped scallop?
That's what it is. That's what's ailing me.
Just was not digesting.
Has anyone else here had an endoscopy before?
No, I'm terrified of it.
That's what I had. Don't be terrified. I wasn't terrified much, but when they bring you in there on the bed, they explain everything. They have the anesthesiologist, and he said, you're going to give this to you, and it's going to hit you quick. And so I watched them put it in intravenously. And first off, it looked like milk. It was white. And maybe it was milk. I don't know. It was milk, and they started choking me until I went unconscious.
Like, I hope he's lactose intolerant. Like,
so they put it in, and I saw the doctor who's going to actually do the procedure. He came in and started putting his like smock thing on. I'm like, oh, I can feel that. And then I woke up.
Awesome.
Like nothing. Yeah. I had no recollection. So yeah, endoscopies are
they're fine.
It was only like 10 minutes, but I had no idea how much time passed. Yeah. And then they gave me juice.
Juice. As long as you wake, as long as when you wake up, the doctor's pants are still buttoned. You're good.
Yeah,
they were on backwards though. Yeah, they were on backwards, but they were still buttoned.
Ties not shirts not tucked in anymore. Ties a little askew.
I was suddenly wearing Daisy
that did
boots.
happen to my cousin with a dentist.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a Seinfeld plot.
It is, yeah.
Legitimately a Seinfeld plot.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Did the dentist for your cousin also start having Penthouse magazines in the waiting room?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
The Seinfeld plot, though, right? Is the dentist is having sex with like the dentist assistant, but Jerry still wakes up. Like, yeah, right. But his pants are still unbuttoned.
Yeah. His shirt's untucked.
You know nothing about it.
Anyway, it's violence, huh?
Violence.
Yeah.
Let's get on with the violence. So we're gonna go with a pick of mine. I don't know if everyone's seen it. I think I asked very early on. It's a shorter clip, but I feel the for the time, especially it's one of my favorite movies. Besides, if you watch the whole thing, besides some racist things that are said in the movie. That's Day of the Dead, 1985. No.
Oh, nice.
Have we all seen it?
Yes.
Day of the Dead.
So.
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead. Yes.
I got to watch it in high school.
Oh wow! So Mike's actually seen something from when he was younger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Daniel of the Dead.
Right, but I thought it was good, so I'll share that one.
There we go, guys.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, I got the buffer for Scott.
Yeah, the build buffer Scott.
I appreciate.
Is that still happening for you?
Yeah, only on this though. So
weird.
Different computer, more RAM. I don't know.
That's pretty much what I was like in the morning.
Stop it.
I always thought his brain seemed too small.
Maybe he's dumb.
Maybe he's a MAGA guy.
Oh, that's some Trump hair.
This guy's throat. Oh no. You too?
That old chestnut.
Not just what happened to Bill today. He woke up and his arm was being cauterized by flame.
God.
The things I gotta
Oh my God.
do. You must listen! Listen to this.
About that?
About him in real life. All right.
That's awesome. It's a nice little detail.
Oh, the gun?
Yeah, it's great.
So that actor, I forget his name, but my cousin Leo's wife is his niece. And he was at Leo's wedding and he was dancing up a storm. He passed a few years ago. But he was still acting like he would like randomly just be like, "Oh, I gotta go do some SVU stuff," and he would leave and go do it.
He kept acting even after he lost his bottom half?
No, the one who shot himself in the head.
Oh, okay.
That one. He kept acting. He wore a hat.
Shot himself. Wow.
He wore a hat the whole time. But
I'm curious, Kevin, when he arrived at the wedding, did he burst in the door and go, "Rhodes, you bastard"?
No.
No.
I never even talked to him. He was just there. He was very nice. He was very party oriented.
How nice could he have been if he didn't even talk to you?
Well, I saw him interact with other people, and Leo had nothing but good things to say about the man.
Maybe he fucking hated you.
Well, I'm sure he would have if he met
theory.
me. Well,
hey, Bill, you got any questions?
It's reality. So anyways,
that
Scott really wants to get to the point, and he wants me to shut up, is what he's trying to say. I realize tomorrow's my birthday, and this is all I wanted for my birthday was for you to be a prick. So let's go.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Nice work.
I like keep gifts. I'll be a total asshole to you whenever you want.
All right.
You can asshole to him every other Wednesday and Sunday night. All right, so we're going to start with Uncle Kevin.
Yes.
To my right, if you're looking at the screen here, how realistic did you think these things may have been?
They're not super duper realistic.
Neither are you.
I know. No, I mean some of the stuff like was pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot that was pretty cool. But I don't know. I think I would be long dead before someone would be able to rip me apart into pieces, including my head. I probably would be long dead before that. But like the whole thing where they like he's ripping and the eye popped out, that kind of thing, that was pretty awesome. And it's just it's great practical effects. I don't know how realistic. Plus, zombies aren't real. So I mean, I don't know. I'll give it a 4 as far as realism. There's going to be higher points later on.
Bill's disappointed in year 4 though.
I don't give a shit.
He's not even hiding his disdain.
I don't care if it's your birthday tomorrow. You're supposed to give higher scores.
Dave disdain.
All right, Mike.
I'm gonna shoot a little higher. I'm gonna call that like a solid 6 because I think it looked believable to the point that it's upsetting. There's nothing extreme. It's just like, oh, I guess if there's some zombies and they're fucking ripping people to shreds, then that's probably how it looks. So 6.
You see nothing extreme?
Well, nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing extreme, but I should say nothing like it's not like it's dead alive.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I honestly forgot how fucking violent this movie was.
Same.
But realism's tough because Kevin is right. Zombies aren't real.
Don't ever admit that again.
Take away a little bit. I'm pretty sure you can't just have a brain on a body and doing stuff things like that. But some of it was pretty accurate. I mean, I guess that's how you would go. I mean, in certain situations on this, the guy shooting himself was nice. That's pretty much how that would go. I've seen it.
I would have same deal. If I had a gun and that was the situation, I would be gone way before the zombies got to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5.
Jesus Christ,
Scott! Wow.
Yeah, it's not really realistic. Well, I'll give it the highest score that's gotten so far.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go 6.5 too. I'm thinking about what. Sorry to even out. I mean, think about like the innards that came out were probably somewhat pretty authentic.
I like that.
And it go back to Kevin's point, like the eye. I'm sure it would kind of stay there and maybe go a little wonky if you're kind of tugging on someone's face. One thing that I didn't feel was terribly realistic was when the doctor gets shot like 1,000 times, and he stands there and takes it before combat pick up in the air. It makes me laugh. It's very funny, but so that's maybe not the first like shot at you. You're going down. You're probably getting ripped to shreds with that gun so close to you. But yeah, I'm a 6.5 man too, because I think if those things were to happen, if you're going to get ripped apart, and if you shoot yourself in the, or you get shot in the back of the head like that other poor doctor did, that's what it's going to look like. So there you have it.
Fair enough.
All right, there, Kevin with the looks. What's how ridiculous?
It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, for everything that I was saying, like made it not realistic to me is what makes it as ridiculous and fun. So I would probably give it an 8. It's pretty out there. It's a zombie movie.
It is.
Yeah, but it's a fun zombie movie, and it's a gory zombie movie that it's a lot of slow zombies, which is fun.
It is. I think it's. I don't disagree, but at the same time, hearing someone called Day of the Dead out of the three, a fun zombie movie with like how much of a downer it is.
It's a good time to make.
But, I mean, everything.
How I think all day long.
Just like the general like attitude is like the characters, how they treat each other. It's like terrible compared to the other movies in the series, but
doesn't make it not fun.
I know. Hey, Mike.
I'm gonna match that guy that's sitting on top of my head right now. I'm gonna call it an 8 as well. It's there's some good shit in there. People getting ripped up. There's variety in the mix. So it's just the same type of kill over and over. Every time someone gets ripped apart, they get ripped apart in a different way. So it's great.
Scott's leg exploded, apparently.
Tell me about your leg, Scott.
My phone's just sitting down. I whacked it for some reason. So this is ridiculous, right?
It is.
Yeah. Of course it is. 8. I mean, it's ridiculous. The zombies are ridiculous. The way that they kill people, ridiculous. But a great ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna, because I really like this movie, and I think it's
7.5 each.
No, I'm gonna go 9. I mean, I think for me, and I know it's because I saw it when I was much younger, and I hadn't seen people getting ripped apart while alive in a movie before, and especially with the last one with Captain Rhodes, just a way. Not only does he get ripped apart and like he's watching his lower half get dragged away. It's how he's like defiant, telling the choke on him. I thought that was really great, and it adds to how ridiculous it is. So, and then
I love the guy the first guy getting his head pulled off. How his scream gets higher.
Did you know? Yeah, you notice that even though the head's gone, he's still like.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was attached to the body.
Yeah,
it is,
but it's a fun brain trick.
That's a good scream too, by the way. He did a very good scream.
Did anyone else find it? Maybe Mike find it bothersome when the middle guy when they just show his 2 fingers get bit off?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. That's it's unnecessary, Mr. Zombie. You don't need to do that.
That guy, he's laying there. He's about to get pulled apart. He still shoots one in the head instead of turning it on himself as well. Like
I thought, good for him. I know maybe killing that one saved someone else.
I know he lost his mind because he was running around going, "Holy shit!" while laughing, trying to knowing he's gonna die, but got to do it.
I'm just happy there were no teeth biting scenes.
Oh, that'd be awful. Maybe we could be the first. The movie we call Teeth Biter. Oh, yeah. All right, Kevin, how gratuitous?
I mean, everything we saw was pretty goddamn gratuitous. I'm going to give it an 8. I mean, that's what we're showing is the gratuitous aspects of the movie, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm giving it an 8.
Right, following that same logic, I'm going to call it a 9. I think it is. It's getting people pulled apart. That's like gratuitous by nature, like by default. That is fucked up, and that's happening so many different times to different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with the 9 on that. It's
9.
I mean, every single scene is every time someone is attacked, it's not like they get like chomped and they go down. It's what could fall off of them and get pulled off of them.
Yeah.
So pretty gratuitous.
I'm 9 too because like to your point, I mean, besides people getting ripped apart, like even the zombies, they're wide open and things are spilling out, plopping on the floor.
Yeah,
when you're getting like bit or ripped, like the skin is like pulling and then snapping back with elasticity. And
the gut spilling on the floor was cool the first time, and then it was very shortly after it happened again. I was like, all right, I'm already bored with this.
In the scheme of the movie, no, it wasn't back to back, obviously. But I didn't want to leave it out because it was such another scene of someone who's
it was done well. Yeah.
I have to say I regret leaving out any scenes of when the guy says Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I should have ended the clip with that. And I apologize.
You should have just
the old JMJ.
What's that? What, Kevin?
A montage of GM, Mary, and Joseph.
GM.
Yeah.
GM Christ.
Gili, Marion, Jose.
Hazoo.
All right, Kevin. How creative or unique did you feel that the violence and whatnot?
I mean, what year did this come out?
85.
That's pretty goddamn creative.
I thought it was like 79.
No, Dawn of the Dead was 78, and this is the next one in 85. Yeah.
I would say, considering the time, I would say very creative and unique. I mean, we've seen some gore, obviously, before that, but maybe it's not this level. At least, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I'll give it a 9. Very creative and unique, and done very well.
Yes.
Who was it? Savini or?
As far as I know.
Okay, you don't have
Mike?
to.
Mike, Savini?
He always collabed with Romero. Let's call it a Savini joint.
All right. Not too wild an assumption. Mike, how would you numerically represent your feelings?
You know what? I would numerically represent that with a 9 as well. I feel like it's very, to Kevin's point, considering the time period, it was it's very ambitious, Georgie R was just like, let's fucking rip some motherfuckers to shreds. Let's just keep doing it. Pull off body parts, bite shit off, bite everything here, bite everything there. Let's not hold back. And that's exactly what he did. And I think it shows.
All right.
Meow.
And Luna's tail agrees. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there were obviously zombie movies before this. I mean, Dawn of the Dead had some bites in it, right? It had some things, but
some bites and some rip
this
parts.
Was definitely a step up. I mean, if you look at what was going on at the time in slasher movies, they were nothing like this. So this was far more brutal, camera lingering, just a little bit longer, just kind of going that one more step.
Or a lot longer.
There was no, they weren't shy.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a 9.
Hey, me too. 9 all around. That makes me happy.
I'm warm. I'm taking off my hoodie.
Put some sexy music in there, yeah. But I don't know if I could really add on to what any of you said about it. I mean, in my, when I was just renting horror movies, none of them had this when I saw it. So I was legitimately like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like disgusted and amazed at the same time when I was, I don't know, when I was like probably 12 when I saw this. I was like, oh my God.
That'll leave a mark for sure.
Yeah, it definitely did. So yeah. Okay. And the last one, the quality of said special effects.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Yay.
It was pretty great. And also too, like, you can see the influence that it's had on other movies. Like there was a few scenes that very much were Dead Alive-ish, Yeah.
Like
the whole ripping the body apart and like with the, extremities and
young PJ sitting in theaters chewing on popcorn saying one day I'm going to do that, but it's going to be fucking weird.
But with a New Zealand accent.
One day I'm going to do that. They're near Australia.
Yeah. I don't know the difference. So
it's the same.
Yeah.
Bill, I also give it a 9. I think they're great special effects. I think everything looked awesome. I think everything looked believable. And aside from like that like overly saturated red for the blood, which I don't really care, but sometimes it's like, oh, that's very red. Yeah, but everything looks fucking awesome. There's the right amount of blood and guts and spillage, and everything's full and there's stuff. So yeah, 9.
Full and there's stuff. There's clumps and stuff.
The clumps, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
It holds up really well, actually, considering obviously all practical effects. Yeah, they did a fucking great job. I mean, I can't see how you'd really improve it too much. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9.
Yay. Again,
if you told me that was like an independent film from like 2015, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
I'm like, wow,
outside like the hairdos.
Yeah.
This is a nearly, what are we talking about, 37-year-old movie at this point?
Mm.
as of this recording, so that's pretty good. Yeah.
I was already in high school when this came out.
Old.
Well, big shot over there.
Mm.
You know, if you weren't suspended, you'd be snapping them right now.
Right on his nipples. Bare
I was
nipples.
already smoking weed when this came out.
Ooh.
That's how old this movie is.
I was an 8-year-old man when this came out.
Oh no.
8-year-old man.
Yeah, that's right.
Had a job, had a wife. 8-year-old man.
What's the tally?
Working down at the docks. I'm adding it right now. Anyone care to have a guessy guess?
122.
108.
116.
Wow. Way off. 163.
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah. If you take all of ours and add it together, it comes to 163.
I've never once
Don't
thought
math
of what the actual total could be
Yeah.
and then tried to figure it out. I just
Scott, you haven't
Yeah.
stored what everyone has set for scores over the past 20
I
minutes
tend
or so?
to do the
Nothing.
same bad joke and just guess really, really low every time. So I decided this time I wouldn't.
I also
one of
always
those-
forget how many categories there are. So like,
Yeah.
shit, every
Yeah.
sometimes
There was
4,
one
5,
recently.
8.
Kevin nailed it once.
Oh, really?
Did.
I don't
You did.
remember that.
Yeah.
Happened last time.
I don't remember things. I'm
So-
old.
One thing I didn't conclude every time a zombie got shot in the head because that would get tiresome. But there was only like 3.5 minutes of actual like crazy violence in this entire movie, which I think really says something about it. Like that you didn't need to like have every frame filled with it, which isn't always a bad thing. But I think it was very effective
Make it
without
count.
having to. Oh yeah, they didn't have to go too nuts because when they did it, and I also regret not putting in the scene when all the zombies first are lowered in that giant elevator, and the one trips off and like face plants. That always makes me laugh too.
But you wonder too if they had really ramped it up and had a lot more, if the quality would have probably suffered because they're
Yeah, or it just would have become mundane if you had
well that too
really forced it down our throats.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like they had more time and money though to put it on the shots that they had to put it in on.
So yeah, they made those
Smart
quality.
How would of any of the soldiers, how would you want to go? But and you couldn't. See, you couldn't take yourself out.
No,
Which one? Yeah, you have to be.
I would like to go as the guy that just laughs.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on really anymore.
I think though he's laughing, and then when he starts getting bit, that's when he starts like screaming, like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, but that's like 5 seconds. In the meantime, you go out laughing.
All right. Anyone else? Kevin, how about you?
I would want to go in my sleep. A zombie attack during sleep.
No, it has to be one of these people.
I don't remember all of them.
But you've seen the movie before.
Yeah,
we just
watched it. We also pointed out that it's been a very long time.
Come on, I picked one. You have to pick one.
I don't remember. Is there one who gets pushed off a roof?
Sure.
No.
I'll be that one.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. How about that?
Fine. Mike.
I'll be the guy that gets ripped in half. Why not? I deserve it.
Would you still say the line, or would you say like put the leftovers in the fridge?
I'd just be like, get back here, you.
No, just as you get ripped off, just pizza's here.
I think I'd go with the first soldier who gets his head ripped off. That seemed to be the quickest because the head's just gone right away. And I get to do a kind of like an absurd scream that just gets like super high pitched also, which wouldn't happen in real life.
No, probably not.
All right then.
All right.
That was it. Day of the Dead.
Thanks for eating at our violence buffet.